Hey, what's up, everybody? I don't know what to say. I didn't know Giannis was going to be out, and I didn't know that Joe Ingles was going to be out due to a sore knee. Um, and I was just watching like a video, YouTube video, not too long ago about saying that like both Giannis and Chris was doing with deal of injury, but we already know that Giannis was dealing with something with his knees since last season. Like we knew that already, but he only take he'll rest like a game or two, but it's got to be something more with Chris Middleton because I think
There's
Giannis is
definitely got to be something more wrong with him.
that's what I think too.
Yeah.
Like it only takes like for like a knee soreness to take this long, then something else is wrong. It could be something mentally or physically or who knows what could it be with Chris Middleton. And I people thinking that they should just let him go, like trade him. Um, I agree to a certain extent, but right now there's like you really got to get somebody like big and seriously that will work. That can match up with Giannis. Because Chris Middleton can match up with Giannis because he's also like a playmaker, offensive scorer, and good on defense too. So that's just like that would be the issue. Like who would you trade for Chris Middleton if you decide to go that route? I don't know. Could be somebody that contract matches, but at least they have the right amount of the contract and also have it ain't gotta be always the same skills, but it's like if you're good on defense and good with a three, and maybe you can pass the ball, like somebody like a point forward, like Chris is. Let's see. I'm trying to think of somebody that's real close to that. I don't know about Justice Winslow, but he's probably the only one that's very close to that. But I forgot what team he's on. I'm thinking he was in Memphis, but it was either he moved Memphis or he's with Portland. It's one of the two. I can't remember. But he's not playing that many minutes with the team he's on right now. And will he be worth it? But it all depends, like what you can get out of it. But like one thing I can think of is like Portland isn't doing very good. Like maybe they can get Damian Lillard, like said, want to win the title with Giannis, and but he doesn't want to leave Portland. So I think Damian Lillard is gonna make that decision. Like it'll be too little, too late when he decides to like I'm gonna leave Portland and try to chase for a championship. Depending on the team, he might be gonna be too little, too late. But yeah, this is like a tough decision, like to try to figure out who you're gonna get rid of for Middleton. It's really that tough. It's like who can you get? And that's probably one of the things that you can like get upset about with the Bucks right now is like they missing Middleton. Second thing you can get upset about is the coaching, because it's like he thinking that of course, the players got to figure out like what to do, but he also got to figure out as a coach to like what they need to do. Not saying, oh, they got to figure it out. You got to figure it out too. So I see what some people have been saying about Coach Bud, and I think the saving grace for him was like them winning the championship in 2021. Um, to be honest, that the Bucks must win this year. They must win the championship this year before we can say anything about get rid of Coach Bud. Because if they probably lose again to maybe like a second round exit or anything like that, yeah, I think he's gonna be gone. And that's just like my take on that. But back to this game. First quarter, at one point, the Bucks were in the lead, and I think it was like as long as 15. Then Miami just start coming back, and Bucks just start missing shots. In the second quarter, the third quarter was worse because like in the like beginning of the third quarter, they was missing shots, and then start picking all up. Then Jordan Nova in the fourth quarter, like third and fourth quarter, he was picking it up. Well, especially David Hoyer like not playing them, and now they decided to play him today, and look at him. He was like a scoring machine in the fourth quarter. At least he tried to pick the team back up in the fourth quarter. Drew Holiday was as well, but it was just it was just not enough. Like the bench did step up, which is good, but like everybody else, like Brooke didn't do much because it seemed like they was crowding him in the paint and they tried to stop him, which they did. My job, Beauchamp didn't have like a great game, which he should have been the starting small for instead of the shooting guard, which I don't get that at all. Like I said, it's just like Coach Buzz coaching, thinking that he's correct and stuff like that. But I don't get it. I really don't get it. The score was 102 to 108. Milwaukee losing to the Miami Heat at home. Pat Connaughton he did, mm, but he had 9 points, one steal, one assist, four rebounds, 2 of 8 from three, 3 of 10 from the field. Bobby Portis with 12 points, one block, three steals, one assist, seven rebounds, 0 of 3 from 3 point line, 5 of 12 from the field. Drew Holiday led the team with 24 points, one block, 11 assists, so he has a double double, 6 rebounds, so he was 4 away from a triple double. 3 of 4 from three, so he was doing pretty good with the 3 point shooting, and 7 of 10 from the field, so he was doing pretty good. Like the way he been stepping up lately, especially with the Knicks game and the Hawks game and tonight's game, although it wasn't enough. Javon Carter with 18 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 of 14 from three, 6 of 16 from the field. Jordan over, like I said, he stepped up in like the third and fourth quarter. 16 points, one assist, 5 rebounds, 4 of 8 from three, 6 of 12 from the field. And AJ Green is just starting to impress me more and more. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 of 10 from three, 5 of 10 from the field. And they went with a 9-man rotation, which I don't get, like why they went with a 9-man rotation. Although they was, they were shorter players, but still, give like somebody else to play too. Like maybe throw in Wesley Matthews or George Hill. I know they couldn't use Serge Ibaka because he's not there for personal reasons. But they had to do something. And Miami Heat was shorter players too. That's why they had to do like an 8-man rotation because they had that many players like to play. They only had like what total of 9 players that they could have used, but they only went with an 8-man rotation. Jimmy Butler was 17 points, uh, 2 assists, 11 rebounds, so double for him. 0-2 from three, 5 of 13 from the field. So he wasn't scoring much from what it looks like. Bam Adebayo, 24 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 1 assist, 12 rebounds, so double for him. 11 to 19 from the field. Matt Strus with 12 points, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, so double for him. 1 to 7 from three, and 5 of 13 from the field. Gabe Vincent led the team with 28 points. 2 steals, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 5 of 11 from three, 10 to 17 from the field, and they just seemed like they could not guard him. Look, the only person that did something from the bench was Victor Oladipo. He had 14 points, 1 steal, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, so he had a near triple-double. 2 of 7 from three, 5 of 15 from the field. This is just crazy. Like we said, Grayson Allen was out because of the injury he had last night for ankle sprain. And look at Miami, got like same amount of people that was out as the Bucks did. But I know Giannis will be playing Saturday. They probably just rest him for the day. I don't know why, but this was an opportunity for them to get the second seed. But Brooklyn did lose to not Charlotte, but Boston. But Milwaukee just couldn't get it done, and they couldn't beat Miami. So we already know how that story goes. And we're gonna get to the standings. Then we're gonna talk about like tonight's games. And the next time they play is Miami again this Saturday. It'll be noon. Because I want nobody to get confused. Like they playing shown on ABC.
Don't forget we're doing the live for that.
Yes, we are.
24-hour live, so.
Right. So let's look at let's go to the West first for the standings. Thunder won their last game. Lakers lost their last game. They must well, I know they're playing Dallas right now. They must be losing, but I know that game ain't over yet. Game. Utah won their last. Golden State lost their last 3. Phoenix lost their last game. And that was yesterday's game. Clippers won their last game. Dallas lost their last 2, and then I know they're still playing against the Lakers. Kings won their last 2. New Orleans lost their last game. Memphis with the biggest winning streak in the NBA right now with 8, and they're tied with Denver for the first seed, which Denver won their last 4. Now let's go to the East.
Baby.
He just peed.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
It was on the pad though. Really? Okay, Detroit lost their last game. Won their last game. Orlando won their last game. Washington won their last game. Toronto won their last 3. They're tied with Chicago for the 10th seed. With Chicago lost their last 2. Atlanta lost their last game. Miami, of course, they won the last 2, including tonight's game. Pacers lost their last game. Knicks won their last game. Philly lost their last game. Cleveland lost their last game. I think they're playing 2. Of course, Bucks. Okay, they lost today, and Brooklyn. Of course, they lost to Boston today, and Boston 5-game win. Come on, go to the games. Yeah, the game, 3 minutes left in the game. In the fourth quarter, with like 7:20 to go, Portland is beating earlier games. The Thunder beat the Sixers 133 to 114. Boston beat Brooklyn, of course, 109 to 98. And of course, the final of the Bucks and Heat, 102 to 108. Miami beating the Bucks. Only 6 games today. And like I said, next time, they're going to be staying there, not going anywhere. Is Middleton back Saturday? Right now, I don't know. I really don't know if he's going to be back. But they said he did work on the did a 5-on-5, and seems like everything went all right. But if he does, that would be cool. But if not, then they're just gonna have to play without him. But I know Giannis will be back on Saturday. They ain't gonna have him miss like a prime time game. So that's probably one of the reasons why they rest him today, so he won't miss Saturday's game, which is in the afternoon. Um, please like this video. Share the content. One piece of the cookie fell. But share the content if you like pro wrestling, and also if you like Milwaukee Bucks content, this will be the channel for you. Thank our sponsors, Art from the Heart, and look for them on Facebook. And Moving Dudes. If you're in the Wisconsin area and you're moving within the Wisconsin area, give them a call and they will help you move your stuff. Call Sean at 414-807-4299. Again, 414-807-4299. And please subscribe. I think we're at 272 right now, so 274. I'm sorry. Um, trying to get more subscribers. So the more you subscribe, the better. The good things that we can go like live on certain times. So hopefully, we can do that. But I'll be back on here within a few minutes, just talking about I will say tomorrow's pay per view with Impact's Hard to Kill, the second pay per view of the month. Of course, the first one was New Japan Pro Wrestling, but the second one, of course, it was Impact. And I think NWA ain't got one until February. But yeah, until the next video, which would be probably be back in like 15 minutes, and talk about tomorrow's pay per view. So until then, yeah, have a good night, and I'm gonna try to hurry up and be back on here to talk about Hard to Kill pay per view. Yeah, have a good night, and see y'all in 15 minutes.